It's that time of the year again. We are going to Carla and checking out what we can get because I have a coupon of 30% off of everything. I got it for my birthday and I have to use it 3 months after my birthday, the latest. And this week it's already 3 months since my birthday, so we are going shopping for second-hand stuff in Vienna. Let's go. Hi guys, this is Victoria. Welcome back to my channel. I sometimes go to second-hand stores to browse and also to shop a little bit for myself, and in the past I also did some second-hand shopping for my Etsy store. Currently I am not actively adding new inventory to my Etsy store because I have to figure out my self-employment status for that, but since I got this coupon, I decided to check out Carla, even though in the last few times when I went there I was pretty disappointed. Prices went up, the selection of goods is actually not very good or hasn't been very good, and I was just kind of losing motivation, losing joy that I had finding unique stuff for cheap in the past, because even if you find something which is not even that unique or in a good condition or good quality, you still have to pay up, and prices went up and it's just not worth it anymore in my opinion. At least in Vienna. Somehow, I don't know what happened in Vienna, that the second-hand stores, also the clothing stores, as well as the Carlas, which sell everything that you can imagine, they just raise their prices to such prices that I just don't understand why. What I don't understand mostly is how is this worth it, because I don't understand who are the people who are actually buying all these things for such high prices. Anyway, rent is over. One exception that I think is fairly priced and you can always find interesting and fancy and old and in good condition pieces are furniture, because furniture in the past 150 years ago were made of proper wood and with care, and can see also on this item there was a lot of attention to detail put into furniture items, and you can always get some very unique pieces in Carla. And I think the furniture in general are for a good price. I specifically mean the vintage and antique furniture that they sell. The generic furniture which they sell usually are in very bad condition. The couches usually look very bad, dirty, and a lot of the other shelves, wardrobes, I think are damaged. I don't know if those are worth it, but the vintage and antique things are pretty cool. And sometimes also the lamps, if they have like vintage or antique lamps, they probably need rewiring to make it safe to actually use them, but you can find some unique special pieces. And then I was looking at the glassware, and I actually like these blue ones because I like colored glass, but they were like scattered all over the place. I had to collect them all together, and I could only find 3 pieces of this same size, and one of them was stained inside, so I don't think it would have cleaned up very well, and I also didn't need a set of 3, so I left them there, but at least I put them all together for someone to find it. My visit was just before Halloween, so that's why there were costumes. They have a section for designer shoes now, apparently. In the past, I used to have luck here. When I first moved to Vienna 5 years ago, I used to come here and I did buy quite a few clothing pieces for a reasonable price. I think I got a blazer for 10 euros, an Esprit blazer. I got some pants, Vero Moda, maybe H&M. I mean, they were like very cheap, like 4 euros, maybe 5. I don't remember exactly. But the prices of the clothes went up. Last time when I was here, I found a dress which they were trying to sell for 15 euros, and I had the exact same dress in the past, and in the store new it cost 10 euros. Also, with Vinted being so cheap and becoming so popular, I think they need to have more competitive prices for clothing because there is so much everywhere. I really liked these shoes. They are pretty, and the price was okay, but unfortunately very high heel for me. And I also like the style of this blazer, and there was also an even brighter pink version of a similar style. I like this style, but the colors, the pink and the rosa color is just not my style. I found a few vintage knitted jumpers. This one with the grapes is very fun and cute. Not necessarily good material. They are acrylic, I think, most of the times, unfortunately. The one section which I always check out and I always find something to buy is the section for the books, and they have a specific section for books in English language. All kinds of books. You would have to kind of look through the whole thing. They have fiction, non-fiction, all kinds of things. I have spent definitely quite some time browsing the books, and actually that's the one thing that I bought. I didn't buy anything, I only bought one book. I actually left disappointed. The cashier, when I was checking out, was asking me, are you sure you would like to spend your 30% off coupon on just one book? And I was like, well, yes, I'm sure, because by the end of this week the coupon will expire, so I need to use it now. And then, since I was disappointed in Carla and I didn't do my shopping there, I went to Humana, which is a second-hand clothing store, and there is one very near to the Carla Mittersteig, just like 100 meters away, just walking down the street. And I wanted to check it out. I wasn't looking for anything specific. I looked at all the knitwear because it's winter time. I was trying to find unique pieces. That's what I'm mostly shopping for in vintage stores or second-hand stores when it comes to clothing, or some very good quality, good material items that will survive the test of time and will be forever pieces. Pants for me are anyway like super difficult. Since I have long legs, I can almost never find long enough pants in second-hand stores, or if I do, I have to get them tailored one way or another. I was just checking out the jackets and the coats, but honestly nothing really caught my eye, or nothing that I would have bought for myself. So I'm adding here some more footage from another visit that I did at the Carla Pop-up Store, and this visit was already over a year ago. The Carla Pop-up Store used to be at Mariahilferstrasse in Vienna, and before they moved to Stephansplatz now, and already since a year they are at Stephansplatz. But this footage was never released. I never had enough content to put one whole video together, and I haven't been second-hand shopping, I think, ever since I was shooting this footage last October in the Carla Pop-up Store. Anyway, what I wanted to share with you is that I am signed up for the Carla newsletter, and on November 21st of 2026 they actually have their 1-year anniversary at the new location at Stephansplatz, the Carla Pop-up Store, and on that day they are going to give an extra voucher or coupon to everybody who is making a purchase at the store. So next Friday, the 21st of November, 1-year anniversary of the opening of the Carla Pop-up Store on Stephansplatz. Another event that the Carlas have in Carla Nord, they are going to have an open day on 4th of December from 12 p.m., so from noon onwards. And they are going to have 35% discount on all purchases on that day. So if you are on the market for anything, they sell virtually everything that you can imagine. Then go to Carla Nord, because maybe you can buy some Christmas presents then, which are unique or special. Maybe you can buy some clothing for yourself for the winter. I might consider going there. It's a Thursday, if I'm not mistaken, so I might not have time to go so far, because Carla Nord is pretty far from me. It's out in the north, but a lot of people live around there, so maybe they are watching my video. Anyway, this is it for today. Just a short 10-minute video for you from my thrifting adventures in Vienna. As I said, I have been pretty disappointed lately with the prices. Like, why is this €9.50? Honestly. And this is 14. Okay. Like, come on. This should be €3 max, in my opinion. I actually did buy this mug, which is also tea strainer, and I gave it as a Christmas present last year. So you can find affordable, cute things as well. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I do think that it could be more affordable, because there is so many things that people get rid of all the time, and there are so many things that end up being thrown out, and instead of pricing them up like this and then never selling them, they should be cheaper so that actually people would be able to get them and reuse them. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to see you at my next videos. Hit the like button, and until next time, goodbye.